With so many false prophecies and out-of-this-world conspiracies surrounding the inevitable end of human civilization, there have been countless films that depict how an apocalyptic event might play out. Whether it's a meteorite wiping us out like the dinosaurs, or something much more catastrophic, the potential end of the world looms in the back of our minds. Welcome to The Rewind. Today, we'll be counting down the top 10 end-of-the-world movies. Before we begin, make sure to give this video a like and hit the subscribe button for good luck. Number 10. Deep Impact.
Our Strategic Missile Command is preparing to coordinate with the Russians a massive strike of Titan missiles to intercept the comets.
A massive comet is on a collision course with Earth, and we're running out of time. To prep for the future, 1 million people are sent into shelters in the hopes that they'll survive the blast. While this only creates more chaos, humanity's final hope lies in a group of astronauts and their attempt to prevent the meteor from colliding with Earth in the first place. The movie may be a bit over the top at times, but it's still pretty chilling if you consider how likely the scenario is. Number 9. Seeking a Friend for the End of the World.
I want to set aside the law just this once and let us on our way so that I can give my friend here the fighting chance of being with the one he loves before we all reach our untimely conclusion.
While most films portray the end of the world as a grim and hopeless trial of survival and loss, Seeking a Friend for the End of the World turns the apocalyptic movie concept on its head. Instead, the lead characters try to enjoy their last few days on Earth by making the most out of their situation. It paints the message that, in times like this, it's better to make it count with someone you love rather than count down the last few moments you have left.
Oh, God.
Number 8. A Quiet Place. In this hypothetical reality, sightless aliens with incredible hearing abilities take over the planet and wipe out most of the human population. Those left are forced to remain silent out of fear of being heard by one of the aliens. A Quiet Place received critical acclaim due to how different this movie is. There's barely any dialogue throughout the entire 90 minutes. There are few lines spoken, but the characters barely let out a whisper when they speak since they're constantly being pursued by the deadly aliens.
You have to protect them.
Number 7. Knowing. In reality, no one can really predict when or how human civilization will come to an end, but in Knowing, a sheet of paper documenting ambiguous dates and death counts is found. The strange part is that all of the dates and death counts documented on the sheets of paper have been accurately predicted. Many of them have been past catastrophic events. Unfortunately, the paper predicts that the deadliest catastrophe is yet to come. Number 6. Snowpiercer.
I belong to the front. You belong to the tail.
Taking a dystopian approach, Snowpiercer takes place on a train as it travels a globe that's engulfed in a new ice age. The train is divided into social classes. If you're in the front of the train, you'll live a lavish life full of pleasure, fine dining, and all the other things only enjoyed by the 1%. On the other hand, those in the back of the train are basically living in the slums. This hierarchy gradually crumbles though, as those from the back of the train break their way towards the front to take what they rightfully deserve. Snowpiercer may even have inspired another movie on our countdown. Stay tuned to find out which other movie seems strangely similar.
If we ever go outside the train, we all freeze and die. If the engine stops running, we'd all die.
Number 5. I Am Legend.
My name is Robert Neville. I'm a survivor living in New York City.
Imagine being the last human on Earth with your canine best friend as your only companion, or so you think. Now picture finding out that you're actually not alone, and that all around you are man-like creatures who hunt in the dark and cannot be exposed to sunlight. This is exactly the case in I Am Legend. The creatures are the byproduct of the infection that caused the mass extinction in the first place, and Robert Neville, played by Will Smith, has to come to terms with his new reality one way or another.
Hey, who's the girl? Never mind. Hey, I'll see you in the morning.
Number 4. Cloverfield.
Man, what is going on? Maybe you should have left town a little bit earlier, right? Shit.
Very rarely do we get to see an end-of-the-world scenario play out from the point of view of a normal person. While recording a night out with friends in first person, what seems to be a fun time ends up getting interrupted by a massive monster who is largely unseen. With tons of people meeting their horrible fates on camera and the city of New York being torn apart right before your eyes, it's an experience that sticks with you even after you finish watching.
Rob, we're gonna win.
Number 3. Train to Busan. Here we've got the film that may have been at least partially inspired by Snowpiercer. Taking place in South Korea, Train to Busan stays true to its name. Essentially, a father and his daughter plan a trip to visit the girl's mother in Busan. On their way there, an infected civilian makes its way onto the train, and all hell breaks loose. As a lot more infected humans are seemingly dropped from the sky to infect more people, no place seems safe, except for Busan. The majority of the film takes place on the train, which becomes a challenge for the characters as they have to navigate through mindless and bloodthirsty zombies who are quick to infect anyone and everyone. Number 2. This is the end.
One!
At number 2 on our countdown, we've got a comedic take on the end of the world where we desperately need it most. Of course, there's plenty of death and destruction, but for the most part, you'll probably be laughing your head off. The film mostly revolves around the comedic antics of famous comedians like co-director and screenwriter Seth Rogen, Jonah Hill, Michael Cera, Craig Robinson, and even Emma Watson.
Holy shit, do you guys realize what this means?
Craig was an angel this whole time?
No,
It means we can still be saved.
Number 1. 2012. Thanks to the Mayans, many believed that the year 2012 was going to mark the end of human civilization as we know it. Obviously, the year has come and gone and we're all still here. But back in 2009, Hollywood capitalized on the popular doomsday theory with an apocalyptic movie named simply 2012. The movie follows a cast of characters as they try to make it across the world in order to sneak onto 9 arks that have been constructed to shelter the world's richest and most powerful during the cataclysmic event. Sound familiar? As the group make their way to the arks, they're faced with a number of life-threatening natural disasters, all leading up to the predicted end of the world.
I wish I could tell you we can prevent the coming destruction. We cannot.
What do you think of our list? Before you leave, don't forget to give this video a like and leave your thoughts in the comments below. Check out these other videos from The Rewind, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you never miss another video again.